Today we'll be interviewing Peter Carter from Carter Capital Law about the proposed deregulation of the real estate industry. Peter, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for inviting me, Ian.
Peter, I've over the last number of weeks with the discussion about deregulation of the industry, I've had numerous people come to me and they've got grave concerns about the deregulation affecting the capping of commission rates, and are fearing that commission rates in Queensland are going to go up as a result of the deregulation.
The experience in New South Wales was the commission, if anything, went down slightly. I don't think consumers have got anything to fear about commission. It creates a market of transparency, which is only really good. And the other thing it does, it allows sellers to provide an incentive to agents to be able to market a property the way they want it done if the circumstances require it.
That's something which I've had experience with in the past, where people have said that they've got a property which is quite remote, and or they've had some special need to get an urgent sale or want to put a bonus on it, where they haven't been able to do that, and yet they've wanted to help facilitate a sale. So you see that in your business?
Well, we certainly see a desire from sellers to create that incentive, but strictly it's not been able to have been done, and it won't be able to be done properly until deregulation occurs. It will just give a seller an opportunity to create an additional incentive for the sale of their property if the circumstances require it.
Peter, the other side to this, apart from the commission, is the paperwork which is involved, and I know that's also part of the process, is looking at the documentation and the forms and the procedures and everything that everyone has to go into. I realise that, or I understand that's part of the submission. Can you make some comments about that?
We put in a second submission to say that to support the view that the government appears to be taking at the moment, that the over-regulation that began in the year 2000 should be abolished completely. They really used an asteroid to crack a peanut to regulate the industry. That's going to be reversed. The enormous cost, the transaction cost, hopefully will be reduced.
We've found just in day-to-day business, when we get someone to either sign a contract as a seller or a buyer, that all of the warning statements and all of the procedures and things that we have to go through, by and large, get ignored because everyone says it's all too hard. Can you just point me to where I need to sign? Do you see simplifying that will make the process better from people understanding what they're doing, more so than they do at the moment?
Absolutely. Our submission is that any warnings need to be in the contract themselves, so the buyer signs once. The plethora of forms at the moment is just so confronting and so confusing as to be absolutely useless. Not only that, the whole system adds at least 50%, if not 75%, to the transaction cost. So it is very anti-consumer at the moment, has no benefit whatsoever, creates a legal minefield, and has to go very, very soon.
So you actually see then that conveyancing costs could be reduced?
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
In summary then, Peter, there's really nothing for anyone to fear from the proposed changes if they're done correctly.
Exactly. There are some wrinkles in the way that government wants to introduce deregulation of commissions. They have to be resolved, and hopefully they'll see sense and bring about it in a proper, constructive way that's good for everyone. Well,
thanks for that, Peter. It's really informative. I'm sure if anyone would like any more information on that, you can do that by contacting Carter Capital Law. And also there's a facility on their website. If you go to Carter Capital Law, and Peter, if I can get you to give them that website address.
It's Carter Capital Law /advocacy, and you'll find the copies of our submissions and also a email support facility that you can send off directly to the Minister.